downtown Moncton. As you can tell by my point of view here, I'll be talking about the Aliant Tower. So the Aliant Tower, when I grew up, was called the NBTel Tower, or the Talking Tower we called it. So although sort of a modern concrete tower, and it doesn't really allow visitors or anything like that, it is actually quite an important structure on a couple of fronts. One part of its construction, completed in 1971, 16 days. It was the fastest regional continuous pour of concrete at that time. Also, when it was completed, it was the tallest microwave tower in North America. And when it was built, it was hitting 6.7 meters a day of poured concrete. And if you see old pictures, the old pictures actually seem a little thinner. There's a reason. Not long after construction, cracks did develop, and as a safety precaution, they put sort of a framework around it that they went up and put a new coating of concrete on the outside of the building. So why is it important? Well, it's the tallest structure in Moncton. It dwarfs the tallest office building in New Brunswick, Assumption Place, by a good 46 meters, it being 127 meters tall. Although not used for communications for the general public, I do believe it's still being used for 911 and RCMP services. NBTel at the time chose this location to serve the region. It made a choice of where to put this tower based on where they predicted the best economic growth in the province. So in the 1970s, Moncton still was seen as growing into an economic engine for the province of New Brunswick. So good on us. The other thing about this tower, I just keep going up, that goes way, what a beautiful sky today. What's really cool about this is the location. Other than being chosen by NBTel in the 60s to build this in the early 70s, it's on the site of Moncton's first telephone exchange. Mr. Peters had the first telephone exchange at this location in this block with a massive 5 clients, 1883. So it has a history of well over 100 years of communications. It's a symbol of economic growth, and the fact that it's part of our skyline, it actually has become a dominant feature in a lot of our logos and marketing and things like that. It's our little Eiffel Tower. To me, it's beautiful in that it has survived this long, hurricanes, everything else, and because if you know a bit of the history, you can look at it and know that it symbolizes the development of communications in southeastern New Brunswick, and the recognition by corporations that Moncton was going to be an economic presence in the province.